In this demo, we will see how the 2solve OSS works to help your frontline staff to quickly identify and fix mobile network problems. The 2solve OSS features a unique diagnostic center that we call the brain. It uses captured human knowledge in combination with very fast reasoning algorithms to identify and diagnose potential network problems in real time. The system continuously feeds its brain with performance data and triggered alarms, which are important for diagnostics. It can even combine this information with network configuration details to help pinpoint specific solutions. The system is highly automated and provides a very friendly user interface with advanced data visualization. This means that network data is easier for all staff members to understand. Therefore, first-line support teams will often be able to troubleshoot incidents without requiring help from back-office network specialists. Customer complaints are handled quickly with minimal resolution times, and back-office resources are reserved for working with larger technical issues rather than day-to-day incident handling. Now let's see how quickly we can diagnose a network incident based on a customer complaint. Right after we are done collecting details from the customer, we open a web browser and log on to the OSS. The customer provided an address for where the problem occurred, so we start by opening the network map and searching for that address. Crossfield Road, Liverpool. Here, the map shows us the customer location and all of the base stations located nearby. We can now check each site to see if there's a problem. Sure enough, the nearest site is clearly showing a high probability of power supply problems for all of the individual 2G and 3G cells. Let's take a closer look at the 2G cells. Here we can see a summary of the daily performance for each type of service as experienced by the customer, plus graphs showing an hourly breakdown of voice and data traffic. The yellow badge indicates degraded performance for all three 2G services, voice, SMS, and data. We can also see that the voice data volume is unusually low for this time of day. Let's dig deeper by going to the Details panel here. Again, the red text tells us that there is probably something wrong with the power supply. Let's get more information about the power supply by checking its performance graphs. Here we see graphs charting the presence of one alarm and two key performance indicators associated with the power supply. We clearly see that this site has been suffering power supply issues for the last few hours. We have now identified the problem and can inform our repair staff of the issue. We can also thank our customer for their report and assure them that the problem will soon be solved. Now let's take a look at how the 2solve OSS enables us to solve problems proactively, even before a customer complains. We can configure the system to send periodic reports, such as the email report we see here. The report is set up to arrive every morning. It lets us know about any 3G problems with high customer impact that occurred the day before. We can see that several 3G cells have been suffering from transmission problems. The mail includes convenient links to this 2solve system, so we simply click on one to start investigating the problem. Here we see the same types of summaries and graphs that we saw when investigating the customer problem. We can see here that both voice and HSPA data services are marked as down in the summary, and that traffic is falling to 0. Let's check the Details panel. Here the red text again catches our eye, this time indicating a high probability of transmission problems. Because we came to this page by linking directly from an email, we are not yet logged into the system. To get access to all areas of the system, we now need to log on by clicking here. However, we do not need to enter our details again, because the system remembers us from last time. Now let's check the graphs associated with the transmission problem the system has identified. The system provides several ways to control the scope of data shown by the graph. Right now, the graphs show a daily view of performance. Let's switch to an hourly view to get a more detailed look. Here we can see that the cell has had transmission problems since last night. Performance is degrading, and we can see transmission-related alarms. I will immediately raise a ticket to the transmission team. This diagram shows the reach of the 2solve OSS in a typical customer support organization. Traditionally, OSS tools have mainly been used only by specialists in the back office, shown here at the bottom of the diagram. However, 2solve is specifically designed to support less specialized workers operating closer to customers. Frontline call center staff can use 2solve to quickly verify whether a complaint is due to a network incident. They can then generate relevant, detailed tickets for technical support. Likewise, technical support and alarm monitoring staff can investigate problems more completely before passing a ticket on to the back office. For back office workers themselves, 2solve provides powerful tools for analyzing problems and detecting network incidents proactively, before customers are severely affected. These benefits together have a significant positive impact on customer experience. 2solve is typically up and running in less than 1 week after the server setup is ready. The graphical user interface can run in any web browser, so no client-level installation is required. Each browser communicates with the 2solve troubleshooting suite running on a web server, which is typically installed on the service provider's intranet. To optimize network and server performance, the database usually runs on its own server, which continuously collects data from the cell phone network and provides details via the troubleshooting suite on demand. 2solve does not require expensive probes or extra features to be enabled by the network vendor. Data is usually collected as standard XML files submitted from the various components of the OSS. In conclusion, 2solve provides many key benefits for cell phone operators. Fewer technical staff are required to handle network incidents, thus reducing operating expenses. Incidents are handled more quickly, thus improving network uptime and improving revenue. And finally, customers are more satisfied when they experience maximum network uptime and quick call center response. For more information, please see our webpage at the address shown here, or send an email to sales@2operate.com to set up a meeting. Finally, here are a few real-life testimonials from our customers.